The man thought that there was a secret room that no one had told him about. He felt like he'd been left behind in a different dimension. You're about to hear Leo's story from his own mouth. But before I play his short video, I want to share a little story. You see, all Leo ever wanted was to meet a beautiful, feminine woman that he could build a life with. Someone that he was actually attracted to. Someone who chose him back. Someone he could walk into a room with and feel proud. She's mine. But every time that he tried to date, it felt like a dead end. Conversations felt flat. Women seemed cold. It was all text-based. It was transactional and fast. No spark, no connection, and frankly, no hope. And underneath it all, Leo carried this heavy thought. Maybe this is just what dating is now, and maybe women like that I want aren't for guys like me. But Leo was wrong. And the moment he decided to stop trying to figure it all out alone, that's when his whole story began to change. What you're about to hear is that story. And if you stay till the end, I'll show you how to start writing your own. Here's Leo.
My two big problems at the time that made me think that I was doomed in dating was communication via texting, the etiquette behind that, the weightiness behind that, to keep someone engaged, a woman engaged. And two, how to approach women in a digital world when it was a face-to-face interaction. I was so confused and lost, like I missed a class in life where this was being taught and I just didn't show up for that class. I mean, I don't know if there's a secret room where men are taught this, but they didn't teach me this. So very insecure in dating, felt very insecure in approaching a women alone is a difficult task, but not having the tactics or the current tactics of dating in a digital biased and controlled world really put me off into dating again. Let alone, it didn't give me hope in finding, quality women that not only that I am attracted to, but that I know that can be not just a spark, but that can be said that this would be my life partner. If I was so lost and confused and nowhere to turn to, I did go out on dates, but everything felt so flat, everything felt so dull and fast-paced. What can you do for me and what can I do for you kind of scenario. Throughout the different courses and classes that you do in the program, I approach not just situations, but primarily I approach myself in a very high constructive manner. I can approach women. I can have conversations with women. That situation doesn't scare me anymore. It gives me a guidance and a roadmap of the constant work that you have to do to become the man that you want to be, and more importantly, to become the man that you are. And with imperfect action, I promise you, gentlemen, you will get there. The program pretty much has an entire platform for just about everything that a man needs to become the alpha male. And when it comes to approaching women, it gives you those tools. So now I've gone out on dates. I can cold approach a woman. I can have conversations with them. They can lead to dates. I get invited to social events where I can meet more women. And the constant imperfect action, it's helping me get closer to my ideal woman. My name is Leo, and I am a 42-year-old mechanical engineer that works in sales. Never been married, was engaged once and did not work out, and I believe is for the best now. I took a break from dating, a couple of years actually. Once I restarted, I noticed how things changed a lot. Everything was fast-paced. Everything was communication digitally. For example, text messaging. Everything was online dating. None of the traditional ways that I came up with dating, which is conversational, meeting up at a bar, meeting up at a cafe, going out to dinner. Everything was how quick and how witty you can be with text messaging. It was very, very strange because it looked like I fell in a time gap and things advanced and I got stuck behind. So I decided to invest in myself and join Dan Gibson's coaching program. Imperfect action beats no action. And imperfect action gets your mind moving forward in a positive direction. After the very first introductory session with Dan, I realized a lot of negative programming that I had wired in my brain. And negative programming, you're going to understand and learn about that when you enter the coaching program. That this negative programming ruled a lot of my thoughts, controlled a lot of my actions, and indoctrinated me with a lot of unseen fear that sometimes paralyzed me and gave me this Debbie Downer syndrome that I could never find a life partner, a woman that I can spend the rest of my life, a quality woman, that is everything that I want. I just thought it was impossible. In that introductory session, I realized that it scared me. It scared me a lot, guys. The classes are very simple, yet you have to dig deep. And they have instructions. You follow the instructions, you get it done. The more you get completed in these classes, the more you start the inner work on yourself. And I'll tell you, throughout that process, my aha moment was Jedi magic. It helped me accomplish so many things. It helped me view things positively. It made me put forward imperfect action. And little by little, it started changing things in me. People were telling me how I was changing for the better. My family members looked at me with pride of who I was becoming, who I am becoming every day. But also, it made me walk taller. It made me walk with my chest out, with my shoulders down, like I'm ready to conquer the world. So the things that I want to leave you with is ask for help. There is help in this area for all men. That means dating. Ask for help. Strong men ask for help, and you are a strong man. 2, imperfect action. Take the action that you need for investing in yourself to become that man, that alpha male. And 3, no matter what, when you start putting positive thoughts in here, man, you're going to come into a phase of your life that is going to elevate you to where you need to be, to open all those doors that will lead to your magnificent future. I hope this message finds you well, gentlemen. Take care.
Thanks, Leo. You're an absolute legend. Now, Leo didn't come to coaching with swagger. He came in with fear, confusion, and that sinking feeling that maybe he'd missed his shot. And now he's attracting real women, leading the dance, walking taller, and showing up like the man he always knew he could be. And yeah, part of that was the coaching, but a huge part, well, that was the brotherhood. Because for most men, maybe even you, this has been a solo mission. You've tried to figure it out alone. You've pushed through rejection alone. You've swallowed the shame, and you've never told anyone how hard it really felt. But imagine this for a second. Being surrounded by strong, grounded men who've been through the same fire, who challenge you, they celebrate you, and they call you forward when you want to shrink back. A band of brothers all moving towards the same vision. Real connection, real polarity, real love. Now, if that sounds impossible, it's because you've never had it. And if Leo's story hit you in the chest, then maybe it's time to stop guessing. It's time to stop doing it alone, and it's time to find out what's possible when you've got the right expert in your corner and a pack of brothers at your back. Now, if you're curious what this might look like for you and you think you're ready to commit to your own success, then I'd love to show you what this would actually look like for you. Obligation free, no pushy sales, no pressure, just a real conversation and a strategy with a roadmap. Check the description for links. Peace, and I'll see you in the next one.